Hello, what's up, everybody? This is your boy AJTRIP, and welcome to Dr. Shoot, my weekly episodic show where I talk about what's going on in the world of professional wrestling. Unless we get to do a prediction show, which is what we're doing today. We had a prediction show for tomorrow's NXT Vengeance Day. Should be a hell of a card. Let's go ahead and get started. I'm 4-1 on the year from last week's Royal Rumble, so let's see if I can keep it continue. First, for the NXT Women's Tag Team Championship, Katana Chance and Kaden Carter take on Kiana James and Fallon Henley. A mixed match team that just come together just because Brooks from Brooks and Jensen loves isn't a crush on Kiana James, and I guess vice versa. I don't know. I think we're gonna find out obviously that she is using him in some form or fashion. I do believe that. I don't think this is a Mandy Rose older storyline where they're gonna be together in love. I don't think that's gonna happen. So, and Katana Chance and Kaden Carter are really some of the most unlikable baby faces they are supposed to be. They brag about who they are, and they always brag, and it's not the type of bragging that is like confidence, and it's a brag that is cockiness, and they do it like each and every week. It makes you wanna see them lose the championship. I I doubt it will happen. Uh, I think the Kenna James and Fallon Henley winning the titles are the more they are the more it's the more exciting route to go. But I think they're gonna with it being so close to NXT stand and deliver. I think that Kenna Chance and Kaden Carter will retain the NXT Women's Tag Team Championships. In a 2 out of 3 falls match, Apollo Crews takes on Carmelo Hayes. They're grooming Carmelo Hayes to be the new #1 contender after tomorrow night. So I think that even this could, I would not even be surprised if this is a 2-0 victory for Carmelo Hayes to put him over real strong. Um, so I'm going to say Carmelo Hayes not retains, but he wins this 2 out of 3 falls match over Apollo Crews. For the North American Championship, champion Wesley takes on Dijak. I think this is a big man, little man type of match. I think this could be done very well between these two guys. Dijak has been feuding with not only Wesley but also with Tony D'Angelo and his guy Stacks. Um, so kind of interested with the way they're gonna go here. I think that I think that Wesley is going to win here. Um, I would say that I think with NXT Stand and Deliver shortly on its way too, I think that there's pretty much all the champions could retain. So I'm going to say Wesley obviously retains over Dijak here. Probably the only title that could be changing this Saturday is the Tag Team Championship. The New Day taking on Gallus, taking on Pretty Deadly, taking on Chase U. It's a fatal 4-way match, and this should pretty much do very well, I think, between all 4 guys. I think the New Day are down there to, I think New Day are down there for 2 things. One, no, there's nothing for them to do right now on the main roster, and that's totally fine. If you've got nothing for anybody to do on the main roster, send them down to NXT for a few months while you think of something for them to do, and that's what happened with the New Day. Jinder Mahal is now down there. And I think it could be other couple of guys too that are not down there that could go back down there and do some things, right? Um, the topic that first thing that comes off my head is um, I don't know. That's it. I don't know. So, but anyway, um, again, I can see maybe them losing the tag team championship this Saturday, but I also think it's again the more maybe effective story is to have them, you know, do something and stand and deliver. Because again, you're not going with them into WrestleMania. So probably doing anything. I think you're probably gonna get Sammy and KO versus Usos for both, if not one, if not both of the tag team championships. So I'm gonna say that the New Day New Day wins, New Day retains the tag team championship, and then they'll probably lose them a stand and deliver. I think here is a title that is going to be, staying on the same person for a long time without injuries. For the NXT Women's Championship, Roxanne Perez takes on Toxic Attractions, Gigi Dolan, and JC Jane, not Jesse, JC Jane. Obviously, a few months ago, Roxanne Perez, um, a few months ago. I mean, yeah, a few months ago. Let's say a few months ago, she won the thing at Deadline, and then she took out Mandy Rose later on the next Tuesday afterward, next Tuesday afterwards, and the NXT Women's Champion. And now she's facing Toxic Attraction, Gigi Dolan, and Lily Jane in a triple threat match for the NXT Women's Championship. And Gigi and JC did a interesting thing where they faked out Roxanne Perez and act like they were going at each other when actually it was all a ploy to get their hands on Roxanne Perez and put her through a table before it was time for the pay-per-view. So, or PLE, excuse me. So this is going to be interesting. I can't wait to see how they do this. But I think easily the Roxanne Perez is going to win this match. So I think without question, the winner of this match is Roxanne Perez. And finally, for the NXT Championship inside a steel cage, it's Braun Breaker versus Grayson Waller. The last time these two guys met, it was a great piece of booking, I think, in my opinion, where they had the ring break at a point in the match where it looked like it was a total mistake, and the refs acted like it, and Grayson Waller acted like it, and I thought it was really really interesting, really really a fun story. And then at the end of the match, they had the rope break again, which caused a countout victory for Braun Breaker. So they decided to go with this, forego this, and go back into a steel cage. Braun Breaker versus Grayson Waller. Now, I don't think Grayson Waller has a chance, and Grayson Waller, excuse me, has a chance in hell of beating Braun Breaker. I think the story is about Braun Breaker, and I think Braun Breaker is looking to be on one of those Roman Reigns type roles. I think it was truly going to be a race to see who would lose their championship first between Braun Breaker, Mandy Rose, and Roman Reigns. Um, so really, really interesting to see their. But I'm interested in the match. I'm interested to see how they go about it, and I think it's going to be a good old time. But my prediction is that Braun Breaker beats Grayson Waller. Okay, so let's go ahead and recap. Katana Chance and Ken Carter are going to retain their NXT Women's Tag Team Championships. Carmelo Hayes will beat Apollo Crews 2 out of 3 falls. Wes Lee will beat Dijak for the North American Championship. The New Day will retain in a fatal 4-way for the Men's Tag Team Championship. Roxanne Perez will retain her Women's Championship. And Braun Breaker will retain the NXT Championship. Should be a fun night tomorrow night. Make sure that you are here afterwards because your boy will be giving up all the rapid reaction to it right here. So click the notification bell so that when I go live, you can join in and jump in and we can talk about what went down last night at NXT Vengeance Day. All right? All right. And if you feel like that you want to support your boy. But there's so many ways to do it. Obviously, liking and sharing and subscribing. But also, there's patreon.com/AJTRIP. Become a patron. Once I hit a certain amount of patrons, you will be able to determine what you see here on my YouTube channel. What video games I play on my Twitch channel, I have to either have to have the game, or you have to buy it for me, or what you're going to talk about on my podcast, The Word According to Me. It's your boy AJTRIP signing off. As always, guys, be good to each other, y'all. Be careful out there. And I am out.